Hello YouTubers, Alaska Prepper here. Ladies and gentlemen, before we start, I want you to take a listen to this clip from a video that I put out in September of 2020. So less than 1 year and a half ago. Listen to this. I got some oil, actually two different types of oil. I got some Mazola corn oil and I got some coconut oil. Now both of these would work, ladies and gentlemen. If you're planning on storing these items for long term, I would recommend that you get the coconut oil, as it has pretty much an indefinite shelf life. The Mazola oil, however, is a much better deal. I only paid $20.99 for that Mazola oil. Did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? I paid $20.99 for that Mazola oil, for that corn oil. And now, as you can see, it's $27.99. That is effectively a 33% increase in the price of that oil, that specific oil, over the last less than a year and a half. Now take a look at this. If you all remember my previous payday preps from over a year ago when Costco first got here, we used this oil a lot in our house. This is the oil that we use for almost everything, and it's this olive oil blend. All right, it's like a blend of olive oil and grapeseed oil, etc. But the point being is that when we started buying that at Costco, it was $18.99. And now, ladies and gentlemen, look at the price, $31.69. So in about a year or so, the price of this oil in particular has gone up by about 67%. That is a 67% increase. Now, I know that people in general can shift to cheaper oils, but ladies and gentlemen, the big picture here is that almost everything that we consume that is produced or processed by companies that process food use one kind of an oil or another. So that means that not only is the oil that you use at home gone up in price dramatically, but it's going to continue to be a factor in the increase of prices of almost all foods that we eat. And the prices that I just discussed, ladies and gentlemen, those are today's prices. They don't include the prices that are coming. I am going to go to Costco today and I'm going to stock up on coconut oil. And the reason is this: because I have plenty of regular cooking oil like olive oil, corn oil, I have avocado oil. I have plenty of that oil put away to last me about 3 years. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to push it with my regular cooking oils. I know that eventually they will go rancid. I've had very good luck with cooking oils because I keep them in a very cool place. I keep them on the floor of my pantry. Now my pantry normally stays around between 55 and 60 degrees. The worst times of the year, which are the hottest parts of the year here, which is like 2 weeks during the summer, it may get up to like 75, 80 degrees outside, but my pantry still stays well below 70 degrees. I think the hottest I've ever seen my pantry get was like 68 degrees, which is still fine. But my oils, I keep them on the floor where it's even cooler than that. So I've never had any problem with any oil even coming close to going rancid or where I even questioned it. But knowing how much the price of oils are going to go up in the future, and remember, ladies and gentlemen, that with this inflation that we've got going on, the monetary inflation that we've been facing here for the last couple of years hasn't still caught up with us, which means that these prices that are going up, they're not going up as much due to the monetary inflation. They're going up because of other factors, be it shipping, be it weather, all right, be it farmers not being able to get labor because of labor shortage. So once the monetary inflation catches up, ladies and gentlemen, things are only going to continue to go up. And people may ask, well, what about when things get better? What about when this health crisis is over and things get better? Let me ask you a question, ladies and gentlemen. If you were getting paid $20 an hour at your job, right? And your job starts paying you $25 an hour because they want to retain you, or they start offering new employees $25 an hour because they need new employees, meaning they're paying people more because they need employees. Do you think that if things start getting better, that employees will then say, well, okay, I'll take a pay cut? That is a major factor in the cost of everything that we buy, is the cost of wages and the cost of salaries. They're never going to go back down once they've gone up. So the prices that we see now, I don't see them going down again. They may go down a little bit, but it's just like meat. Remember steak? And I always use ribeye. 2 or 3 years ago, a pound of ribeye was $7.99, $8 a pound. And now it's what, $13 a pound? We've seen it as high as $18, $19 a pound. They may come back down, but they never go back down to the prices that they were originally before inflation took hold of that particular item or whatever it is that it took hold of. Stocking up now is going to make sure that you have those things that you're going to need in the future. And in my opinion, coconut oil will pretty much last indefinitely. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm going to stock up on some more coconut oil because I know that I can put it away in deep storage and not have to worry about it. And if one day I need it, it will be there. And you can use coconut oil for so many other things, ladies and gentlemen. I use it for making underarm deodorant. You can use it for making underarm deodorant. You can use it for lip balm. You can use it for making soap. You can use it for skincare, you know, skin lotion. You can use it for toothpaste. There's so many things that you can use coconut oil for. And like I said, it pretty much lasts indefinitely because prices are not going to go down, ladies and gentlemen. Here it says that cooking oil's price surge signals worsening global food inflation. And ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the story of the day every day for the extended future. I am sorry to tell you. Surging cooking oil prices is raising concerns that global food costs are heading for record highs. As drought hampers production in South Africa, labor shortages hinders output in Malaysia, and Indonesia bars exports to safeguard domestic supplies. I talked about that in the past as well. That when will countries stop exporting to make sure that they can take care of their people? And it's happening now. Palm oil, the world's most consumed cooking oil, soared to another intraday record in Kuala Lumpur on Monday, February 7th, bolstered by shipment restrictions in top grower Indonesia and lingering worker shortage in Malaysian plantations. Soybean oil traded near topmost since June, while soybeans from which the oil is derived climbed to a prominent spot since May. Heat and drought have led the repeated reductions in appraisals for soybean crops in Brazil and Argentina. And here, ladies and gentlemen, what are we hearing about here? That we're having a problem with fertilizer, not only here, but in the world. Now, soybeans may be our saving grace. And I know a lot of people don't like soybeans. For whatever reason, that's fine. But soybeans may be our saving grace because they don't use as much fertilizer as other vegetables, including corn. Global food costs rose nearer to a record in January, according to the latest data from the United Nations, as a result of more expensive vegetable oils and dairy products. The current increase in cooking oils could drive the monthly food index to a record when it is issued again in early March. Soaring fertilizer costs due to higher energy markets may also boost food prices. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you have been heeding the warning. And if you're coming across this channel for the first time and you're hearing this kind of news for the first time, thank your lucky stars. Not because you're in this channel in particular, but because you're getting the message, and maybe you can do your own research and find out that the information that we're putting out here, not just me, but within the prepper community, that it is accurate, ladies and gentlemen. Things are not going to get better anytime soon. Commodity prices are going to continue to rise for the extended future. And I don't mean months, I mean years. Do not be the person that in a few years runs out of oil that you had in stock and then has to pay 3-4 times more for oil than what you can pay for it now. Because remember, ladies and gentlemen, with inflation, your salaries will not keep up. Salaries do not keep up with inflation unless you're on that top 1% rung of the ladder, right? Unless you're one of these bankers that's getting $30 million salaries, which they don't care about inflation because they can afford whatever it is that they need. Inflation affects mainly the working class, ladies and gentlemen. So if you earn a salary or if you earn a wage, inflation will affect you. If you're on a fixed income, inflation will affect you. it will diminish your standard of living. So ensure that you can maintain your standard of living at a respectable level by stocking up today. Those things that are guaranteed to cost more of your labor tomorrow. That's the message, ladies and gentlemen. And it is a message that I walk, same as I talk it. So having said that, hope to see you later on this afternoon during our live stream. I missed you all. So, all right, so it's going to be an open forum. So we'll just hang out for a little bit and have a little bit of fun. Other than that, I do have another video to do. I do have a payday prep that I have to put out of some items that I think are going to be luxury items when the balloon finally pops. But that'll either come out later on tonight or sometime tomorrow. Other than that, I hope that you've had a great week. TGIF. Remember to be good to each other. When good people do good things happen. Remember to reach one, teach one, and repeat. If we all did this, the world would be a better place, and you know that it will be a better place. Many blessings to all of you and your families. I'm Alaska Prepper. I'm out.